Hey everybody, welcome back to EdTech PD. This is Google Forms Module 2. So we're going to be taking a deeper dive into Google Forms. There are a lot of things that I can show you that Google Forms does. I kind of gave you a preview in Module 1 about adding in images, you can shuffle order. There's a lot that you can do, but this is basically kind of advanced-ish. So I just want to show you all the things that you can do. So we're going to be creating another quiz assignment. I'm going to be showing you the quiz settings, and I'm going to mainly be showing you how to create sections based on answer. So this is great if you're doing create your own adventure stories, or if you're creating a more of a review quiz where you want students to be learning as they're taking their quiz, and it will give you a lot of information in the end as well. And then I'm also going to show you how to add a YouTube video that sits right into the quiz. So let's go ahead and get started. So I'm going to come up here to my class dashboard, and let's go ahead and jump into a third grade class. And I'm going to say create a quiz assignment. I'm going to pop it into a topic, pick a random due date. Let's put a title. We're going to do an emoji. Let's do a clock, and we'll title this Review Quiz Monday 8-3. Some instructions would go here. Locked mode. We talked about this a little bit last time. So since this is a review quiz, I don't necessarily want to lock this. If you do end up wanting to use this, I would say it's best used for those major type of assessments where you want to make sure that their Chromebooks are locked. And I think that you would want to tell parents as well, hey, a big test is coming up. They need to make sure to take it in their Chromebook, otherwise they won't be able to take it. Because I can definitely see a student not being able to use their computer because a sibling is using their computer, and then maybe try and take it on their parent's phone. And that probably is not going to work because it's supposed to be on Chromebook. So just to let you know, you always want to make sure that grade importing stays on, because that's just going to make your life easier. Trust me, I remember the days when we didn't have grade importing, and it was really annoying. So I'm going to click into the quiz and get it opened up in a tab. I'm also going to turn my bubble off so that you guys can fully see the screen. All right, we're going to come up here, and again, I am going to triple click in here and use an emoji. Perfect. I'm going to delete that out, and we're going to title it Review Quiz for 8-3. And I'm going to take this and do the same thing. Actually, I'm going to copy this, triple click, Control C to copy, triple click, Control V to paste. Awesome. I'm going to add some instructions in here so students know what to do. Then I'm going to come up to the setting cogwheel and check my settings. So yes, I want to make sure emails are collected. I want to limit it to one response per student so they don't double up, but I'm going to allow them to edit because this is a review. I would like them to have the progress bar, but because we're shuffling, or because we're doing sections based on answer, I can't do shuffle question order because it's not just a straight, test. For here, I'll say, when done, get on ST Math. Okay, so here I'm using my confirmation message to tell them what to do next so they don't have to come up to me and ask me or chat with me and GoGuardian. It is already a quiz. I'm not doing locked mode. Since this is a review, I'm going to allow them to see all of these because I do want them to know what they missed and what they got correct and the point value. Then I'll say save. All right, so first things first is we need to establish a base question. What do students know? I'm going to pretend like this is a third grade math quiz on multiplication. So I might say, what is 3 times 5? Okay, so we'll have some options here. Let's say 20, enter, 18, enter, 15. And again, if I wanted to add some visuals here, I could, so that students can get some more visuals. Required answer key is worth 1 point, and this is the correct answer. Done. Okay. Next things next. I am going to go to my 3 dots here and click into that and say, go to section based on answer. Okay. I don't have any sections yet, so that's the next thing I need to do is create some. Add a section. Okay. So I'm going to say this is going to be titled review. So students who get wrong answers are going to review. So if they think 3 times 5 is 20 or 18, I'm going to jump them into this section, and they are going to watch a YouTube video. See right here where it says add video? Click in here. Now, here's where you can search for a video, but hopefully you would already have the specific video you had in mind for them to watch. Okay, so we're going to say 3rd grade multiplication. Let's pretend like, here, multiplication lesson. But we're going to say, I already watched this, I already vetted this, this is exactly the video that I want them to watch. It's 11 minutes long, so that's kind of long, but let's pretend like it's shorter. Select. Okay, now, what are they going to do with this? Okay, they are going to watch the video. Okay, all right, next, add a question. All right, they're going to add a question on this. So I'm going to have them watch this video, and then I'm going to have them say to me in words, y is 3 times 5 equal to 15. So now they'll know, oh, I got that wrong, but it's not going to be multiple choice. I want them to do a short answer. It is required, and I'm going to come over here and say response validation. I don't want numbers. I want them to use a minimum character count of at least 30. And if they don't write enough, I'm going to say explain more. All right. Now I need another section for where correct answers are going to go. Let's pretend like I came back up here and did it, because I want to show you what happens if the sections get out of order and how to fix it. So come here and say new section, and it's going to pop it down on top of this one. We don't want that. Come over here to the 3 dots and say move this section. Now I'm going to move that down. Trying to grab it so that I don't, there we go. Okay, so now they're in order. I can say save. Now, if you notice when I clicked in here, you had some options. You can duplicate a section. You can move it like I just did. You can delete it, but you can also, there was another option that said that you can merge sections together. So this one also had merge. So if I ended up doing something wrong or it just wasn't working out and I wanted to merge them together, that's an option that you have. Okay, so this is going to be for correct answers. So I'm just going to say part 2. So they're going to go, oh, I'm in the second part of the test, right? And they're just going to continue on with the test. So we did, 3 times 5. So maybe I might say, what expression equals 15? And so then maybe I'm going to test them. Okay, enter. Okay. All right, back up to our original question. Now we have some sections. So these 2 are the wrong answers. So they are going to continue to review. This person got it right, so they're just going to continue to part 2. Okay. There we go. And that's how you do it. And you could just continue on doing this It could get a little confusing. That's okay. Last thing I wanted to show you is that this guy has some settings up here. So I can left align it, center align it, I think probably looks better. I can right align it, I can change it out, or I can remove it completely. Okay, you also have some more answers here. You can change the title and description. You can import questions from other quizzes you've done. You can add images and you can add sections. So there's a lot here. Okay, and each question type has their own kind of little things that you can do. You can add a description. So this could be, what is 3 times 5? Choose the correct answer. Okay, so you can give a description for people. And I already, when I'm hovering on this, I would highly encourage you to add those visuals in, because it does make a huge difference, especially if this is a low stakes quiz, right? So the last thing that I would recommend you do is to do this, which is called preview. And it will open it up like it's a real quiz. So look, it says pages 1 of 2. So look what happens. I'm going to do the wrong answer and do next. Review. Watch the video. So I can watch the video and then I have to explain. Okay. So I need to do at least 30 characters, right? I do not actually know if this is enough. I think it is. Next. Oh, it was. Nice. So then it goes to part 2, and then I click submit, and then I'm done. Okay? Let's X out. Let's go back to preview, and let's look what happens if I get the correct answer. It should skip over the video, so 15 is correct. Next. Ah, part 2. Look at that. Okay? So can you see how this would work with so many different things? All right. I really hope that you guys can kind of get the hang of this, because I think there's a lot of potential with forms. So the very last thing I want to show you, which is not in your performance task, I just want to show you, is responses. Where do the responses go? When students respond to the quiz, you can look at responses here. The grade will go in Classroom, okay, because you said import the grades, and it will do that automatically. Or no, I think you have to press a button that says import and then it will take it in. But if you want to look at it in a spreadsheet, click this right here, because this is where you'll be able to manipulate it and it will drop it into a folder. So it says create a new spreadsheet. I would leave the name the same. You can learn more. Create. It's going to open it in a new tab. So this is going to go, let's see where they put it, because they always put it somewhere for you and you can always check that by looking at the little folder that's going to pop up here. Okay, so where did they send it? They sent this to, okay, so this is in my Google Classroom and it's in my grade 3. Did you guys see that it was in here? Here it is right here, responses, okay? So when you do that, it's going to drop into the Google Classroom folder for that class. So the cool thing is that you can see their responses, you can see their score. So that means you can start shuffling scores, you can sort your sheet, you can see who got what answer, you can see who did what, and you can start color coding and moving some of this data around as you see fit so you can see it all in one spot. You can create pivot tables. This is all very Google level 2 certification stuff when it comes to sheets and sorting data. But I just wanted to show that to you so that you knew where do responses go, where do grades go. Okay, I see this says total points 1, so I'm going to double check that these are required. This is required. Oh, I forgot to put an answer key here. So this is going to be worth 1. Oh my gosh, what was I thinking? Answer key. This is worth 1. That's the correct answer. Done. Okay, so now all these are required and the total points are 3. Perfect. All right. You can also change the theme of your form. So you can add an image header that pops up here that maybe has some arrays or something like that in here. You can change the color. You can change the background. You can change the font. Please don't do this one. Students won't be able to read it. I doubt they'd be able to read that one. So I usually just stick with basic. You guys already know my opinions on fun fonts. Sorry to be a buzzkill. All right, so I'm going to X out of here so you can play with all that stuff. Everything's all set up the way that I want, so I'm just going to say assign. All right, and then you would have grabbed that shortened URL and pop it into your performance task, okay? So I showed you how to do all these things plus a few extra because I couldn't help myself. So performance task time. Thank you so much for watching Google Forms. Go ahead and have fun doing your performance task. I think that creating these sections based on answers is so fun. And I definitely think that once you teach kids kind of how to do it, they'd be able to create their own adventure stories and then share them with the class. I just think that would be super fun. So let me know how it goes. I feel like this one is probably one of the more difficult performance tasks that I've created for you, but I thought it was very important for you to see. Okay, thank you everybody. I'll see you in the next module.